Amber is characterized by membership and mythical beliefs. So while red is sort of a transition, Amber is now firmly into pure mythical belief. In today's world, mythical or mythological can be seen as sort of a belittling term to say that something isn't true, but that's not really how we mean it here. In Altitudes, Amber Mythic is, it's what the Bible is, or your holy book or holy documents. It is not strictly rational, but it is a comprehensive telling of something which is intended to be an accumulation of the greatest knowledge that society or all societies have access to. And that's what these religious works are intended to be. We do start to see religion and secular being slightly disambiguated, not fully or legally for sure, but people are noticing that there are different realms of superstition and religious belief, and also the more practical sciences of day-to-day matters or the secular. So there's a recognition of those, but the mythology is front and center. You have to be in the membership of believing in and putting your credit into that mythological belief. The Amber myth needs you to sustain it, to believe in it, to propagate it, to evangelize it, and you need it to make sense of reality, to make you feel like you have purpose. So people go really, really well with Amber mythological belief systems. Just as with all these other stages, we lock in with them very easily and they become very natural for us. Amber is going to be under attack from red because red's attacking everyone. Amber's goal is to get red included within Amber's community, membership, country, religion. So that's how Amber deals with the red power struggling, is to attempt to civilize red by bringing it in, not crushing it, although that might happen, but the real goal is to civilize by bringing into the community so that you can now have these mega kingdoms that possess smaller kingdoms and baronies and lordships and whatever they may be called in any particular cultural manifestation. If red is the classical antiquity, then Amber can occupy all of that sort of medieval Middle Ages period, even earlier than that, sort of starting with the establishment of organized religions, axial religions in general. I'm coming from a Western position, so I would almost just say year zero is sort of when Amber comes to power, you might say, as the calendar was thus defined by the death of the mythological figure. It's very important to define what spirituality and religion are in Altitudes, right? So we've had this magical animistic religion and spirituality. We've had a power gods, classical pantheon sort of religious disposition. And now we're seeing this religious, fundamentalist, dogmatic, Amber religion and spirituality. And these are all real and valid and are all practiced today. But it's very important to disambiguate all of these, like literally all the forms of spirituality and religion, seeing where they sit in terms of history and altitudes and cognitive levels of comprehension, because some religion and spirituality are coming from very high places on an altitudes chart and some are coming from very low places. And it's not that we want to get rid of one and celebrate the other, just that we know, that we understand that's what I'm looking at. Astrology is a mythological belief system. It's not a scientific belief system. That's just the nature of it. That's what you will find if you look up where it comes from, how it came to be, what the understanding is. It does not pass the validation claims of orange meme empirical science. If we're talking about strictly scientific rational, then you can really only talk about astronomy, because rational scientific empirical research has not found any connection between the stars and the fate of people. And it's also not to say that it's not valuable, that you have to be scientific and empirical in order to be valuable. That's another thing that Altitudes does, is to give value to things that are devalued, to put them into an appropriate position of being both valuable, but understanding where they sit in relation to other things. As we'll see in unpacking the pre-trans fallacy, some of what spiritual traditions offer seems to give us access to the very highest altitudes. Most of what spirituality and religion have to offer us are strictly contained to the very low levels, the pre-rational levels. Amber in today's world is expressed very strongly all around you, that desire to evangelize, to get everybody on board with your belief system. There's a certain narcissism to it, which is that I am of the people who believe in what is right. I am the good people. So if you're not me, you're the bad people. And there's a tendency to form caste systems, whether that's technically true or whether it's only in people's minds and in the way that they express things towards others. But make no mistake, if Amber is in power, they will subjugate one sex, they will subjugate some races. They are very into forming rigid colonial-style hierarchies that are violent and oppressive and extremely cruel. I mean, remember the atrocities. There's no denying the horrors of the Amber meme religious world, persisting to this day in the holy war that is continuing to go on, whether it's Western capitalist versus Eastern communist, or whether it's like a Western Christian versus Eastern Islam, all the different ways. These are all Amber meme ways of looking at the situation, which is that we are this people and those people are the enemy because they believe the wrong thing. And it being silly because like they're all just a member of a group. There's very few people that actually fully believe in their mythic membership. Amber is characterized also by a lot of internal questioning, which is often why they're so eager to suppress it violently. So what are they trying to suppress other than those pre-civilized, those red meme and magenta depictions? Like, for example, there is only one true God and all other are false idols and false prophets. That's a very Amber meme expression. The purpose is to get rid of red belief and magenta belief and to say, hey, if you're worshiping gods, either magical or mythical, abandon them, come to the one true God, our God, and we'll be together. Good deal. So that's Amber civilizes the world with their colonial. Well, colonial is both amber and orange, but I consider it more amber in nature.